Welcome back to another video, everybody, man. And we got another one from my good guy, Cadet. Rest in peace, man. I appreciate everybody. You know, I feel good about the community that we creating over here. Everybody mostly positive and stuff like that. And yeah, man. You know, y'all ain't. I was worried about putting that Cadet one out because I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they don't just cuss me out. And nobody did, man. You know, you had a couple people that was thinking that I was kind of like, but they don't know all. So, but you know what I'm saying? We finna react to Cadet Closure, man. This one, I was told that it's similar to like a Rap Man type thing. So I'm finna check it out because we got a better rapper doing it. So might as well check that out, man. Let's get right to it.
Put the beat on. Boom. Pain. Underrated legend. Pain. But lie, this is all true. It's all true still. Alright, look. So a big part of my life has been chicks. I know I can't lie about that. And if I keep it real, whenever I thought again, I'd have to write about that. See, word, I was still in love when I wrote Slut. Just words, them scars weren't closed up. But since it gave me exposure, it's only right I tell you my closure. Slut. Man, I was so...
Now, I like the feel of wherever he's headed at right now. I'm liking this kind of energy right here. Unk is learning, man. Give Unk some time. He gotta adjust some of those Americanized ears. You get what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna listen to P Money one of these days, and it's one of them people that y'all wanted me to react to, and I was like, I tried to that one time, and I was like, I couldn't do it because I didn't really like that sound. But you see, I came up to catch a little bit, you know. So I'm in Cadet, so you see, I'm liking Cadet a little bit more. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, let's get it. I'm liking this energy. I'm liking this.
My life has been chicks. I know I can't lie about that. And if I keep it real, whenever I thought again, I'd have to write about that. See, word, I was still in love when I wrote Slut. Just words, them scars weren't closed up. But since it gave me exposure, it's only right I tell you my closure. Slut. Man, I was so real to the page. So real to the extent that man, I even use real names. Cherie, she texted me once on a mad thing. Tara kinda treats me like a German. The girl that done the monkey bar thing, well, she's just doing her, man, listen. Not the same one that my last freestyle was about, but love from west to the south. Thought I was over the girl until I saw her out, and family, I was all shocked. Cause I've been thinking about this girl like every day, in every way.
We all done been to that. See, I can relate to this. Some people ain't like when I was like, it was like, oh, this ain't about you relating to it. You gotta just appreciate, you know. And I'm like, I don't care what you thinking, cause that's what we all do. It's an artist that I must be like, man, this person is fire. And you're going to be like, I don't like him. And it's going to probably be because you can't relate to him. It don't matter if you got a bunch of them or not, man. You can be obsessed with one girl, or you can, you know, that one person that kind of, it'll throw you off your game. You think that pimp's all strong, and then you see her out one day and she walking with some type of guy or by herself, and she getting a lot of attention or whatever it might be, but it throws you off that hinge and you be off that lick. That lick could drive you to do some silly things. I know I've been a part of it. You might be good at choo-choos. I've done some stupid things over some puss. You know what I mean?
I was over the girl until I saw her out, and family, I was all shocked. Cause I've been thinking about this girl like every day, in every way. So yeah, of course we speak in numbers, exchange, and now I'm happy as fuck. Because now I'm back with the love of my life, doing all kind of shit, like kissing on no 4 Hills till 2:00 at night. A good guy now, I ain't hit him or never. Even crashed my car spitting together. You know when a kiss is perfect, come like puzzle pieces fitting together. That's when I told her, wait though, if we're doing this, then we gotta do this right. I'ma tell you all the shit that I've been on the last couple years, the shit you won't like, but I'ma be honest and I'ma be real to the T. I gotta make sure some next girl can never come to you about me. And that's when I started talking. When I told her all of the girls that I beat, all the problems with me, the one night stands and the girls that I met on IG. But when it was her turn, she said, there ain't a dream I can sell you. And really my life's been boring, and there ain't nothing to tell you.
See, the one thing that I like about him is that he has that level of honesty. Like, people that know me know that I'm that. Like, I'm very, very honest. Like, you know, sometimes to the fault. Like, you know, I don't need to be telling people that I done did drugs and I've slept with plenty of hookers and but I don't be caring if you know or not. It doesn't, like, because it don't bother me. I still live life. I'm still a good person, but I'm a bad person at that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I've lied, I've stole, I've done a bunch of wrong things, and that's okay. You get what I'm saying? So the thing that I like about him is that he is vulnerable and honest. You know what I'm saying? I have very insecure parts when it comes to with women and stuff like that. When I'm not in a secure space, man, you start going, you start being crazy. I done drive a couple girls crazy because Unc was crazy. He was insecure and he did things that was just not mature at that point in my life. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think that I'll be that way just because I'm not even in that mind state that I was. But alcohol mixed with drugs, mixed with youngness, not even that young, it's just 5 years ago, like just mixed with all of the elements that could just cause you to kind of like act crazy and like, I've acted crazy before, but that's a part of life and it's a part of the growth journey, man. And I like that he's not afraid to like just spill out, like he naming the different girls and naming the things that how he looking at the situations. That's real. To me, this is more real than the realness that we think about in the streets, because street beefs and street stuff is like the difference between a male workout in the gym and a female workout in the gym. A male workout to me is easy because all we doing is lifting. It's just lifting, right? You try and work out with them women, man. No, seriously, try and do one of them women workouts that we think is very easy, and they will be doing calf raises and they will be doing crunches and things that hurt the core and your legs. That is way harder than me trying to like strain and lift up some pounds. That's all we do. So like that's how I look at this in this way, man. It's I just respect that he got that level of, what I mean?
You about me, and that's when I started talking. When I told her all of the girls that I beat, all the problems with me, the one night stands and the girls that I met on IG. But when it was her turn, she said, there ain't a dream I can sell you. And really my life's been boring, and there ain't nothing to tell you. And man, I believed her. Maybe I was naive, or gassed at the girl I was thinking about for the last 4 years was by me. And like that feeling it weren't gonna wait. And the mum even took us on a holiday. Now I'm deep in the night and go ease and shit. Couple months and I got the key to the crib, but then I got distant, no. Cause I got that iffy vibe, like I be catching her up to them silly lies, like if you're my woman, then why I gotta catch you up?
Ooh, I know this feeling, man. A lot of women say they got a lot of good intuition, but people that's been out here in this life, like a person like me, I got a lot of good intuition as well. And I know when somebody trying to play me, man. You see, before I didn't. I was immature about it, and you'll believe them, But now, like it was somebody I was, dealing with before, they'll say something like, this is my friend, and they ask me because they know how I am, what I'm saying? I'll get a little, sometimes we can be a little possessive. It's okay. It's okay to admit that, and it's okay that you need to hold back from that. But that's only when I'm in a state of negativity. But long story short is, there was like, I want to, is it okay if I get to meet up with my friend? He's coming in town. And they tried to say that he's coming in town quickly, like as if I don't understand it. And I'm like, no. Who is this friend and why is it a he? And why are you going out to eat? You know what I mean? Like it's those kind of things that it seems like you can be talking like very casually and just talking about certain things, and they'll just throw in something simple like that. It's a good friend of mine, and they'll literally say it, and those are the kind of things that you need to watch out for. And I'm not saying that you got to be all, because like I say, the mature version of me now knows how to play these, and it won't cause me to act off of that insecurity of thinking somebody is doing something, because I've always kind of, I ain't gonna say, I treat women good for the most part, but I have cheated and I have done these things, and I've seen so many things that with women that I've messed with women that cheated on their man. So it's like that messes up your mind. So I can understand how you can get caught up in these kinds of games, and that's a very, very dangerous game. Don't play with yourself like that if you know you're a person that snaps, because you can end up doing something really, really cruel, man. And that's where the domestic violence and things come like that. You don't want to play with those emotions with your own self like that, especially if you don't know how to control it. Sorry, I'm on a tangent, but this one is hitting real because everybody understand things if you've been with women. You know what I mean?
I be catching her up to them silly lies like, if you're my woman, then why I gotta catch you up? And it's dumb shit, that shit you ain't even gotta lie about. And this is when I turn into a fuckboy. Man, I can't lie, man, I just went with it. Even though I still love them mad. Something couldn't sit with my spirit. Never called her beautiful once. No attention, her time had none of it. The most I would do, pull up on a late night random one. If I felt like cuddling, that's when I got that phone call though. And you know how it goes, like Blaine, there's something you should know. I just took a pregnancy test and look, man, it came back positive. And right now I can't have an abortion. Looks like we just gotta get on with it. And me, I can't lie how I acted. It was all loose when I started backtracking. When I heard the word baby, I just panicked and asked her again, are you sure you wanna have it? And she said, the doctors told her before that she can't have a baby. So the thought of having an abortion, no, not having a youth is all crazy now. Look, see when a baby ain't planned, there's some stages you go through as a man. The first stage is, no, she ain't having a shoot, I gotta talk to her harder. The second stage is, look, man, I got a man up because I'm gonna be a father. I pull her off, I still told my mother. I'm thinking that she's gonna get mad at me. All she said was blame. Do not bring a mad gal in my family. Told my sister, but she weren't having it. And right now I'm excited. But anyway, fuck that part. It's the second part that hit me like lightning. I got a phone call out of the blue, like, blame where you at, and can you come round? And I said now, and she said now. So I said fuck it and drove from south. Blew until I pulled up to the crib. Got in the lift, put the key for the door. And all I can see is her there, with her arms around her belly on the floor. I'm like, yo, baby, tell me what's wrong. She's saying I bled and my belly keeps hurting.
So he's talking about a story, maybe it might be a miscarriage or something happening, man. Yeah, see, I haven't experienced that, but boy, I tell you, that would be kind of tough. If that is what he's explaining, or maybe somebody hurt her or something. I don't know where the story's going to go at, but I tell you what, I will say this. I've been very, very, first of all, let me just be honest. I don't know. You know, one thing about living a wild life, I could have kids out there and I don't know. You know, I know ain't nobody called me and told me that, you know, because we got to be honest. A lot of people we're not using protection, man. You know, and I'm just being honest, man. We got to be, we just got to be honest. It feels better when it's not wrapped up. And I'm not saying that you need to do that because you absolutely don't. You want to make sure you protect yourself. I've been blessed. I'm blessed. I've never had a disease. I've been checked up. All these things. But I've been on plenty of drugs and I've done a lot of things and I haven't checked to make sure if those people were fake, and God just spared me. And I can just imagine, man, you going through something like that, like what's an abortion or something? Ooh, that's tricky, man. Let's hear on this story, man.
With her arms around her belly on the floor. I'm like, yo, baby, tell me what's wrong. She's saying I bled and my belly keeps hurting. I keep phoning the ambulance over and over again, but the shit ain't working. They pull up in what seems like forever. Me, I'm shocked, I don't know what it means. We get to the hospital, take her blood, holding her hand, waiting to be seen. And then some young white lady steps in. She clears her throat, she looks up slow and says you're no longer pregnant. And man, it kinda hit me in a worse way, car. It happened like 3 days before my birthday now. Now me and her's back on track, but I can't lie, real short, I ain't giving it. Cause I got this feeling, saying that I can't trust her. And look, man, I can't get rid of it. Man, I gotta talk to her. I'ma see her next week, and that's when I'll talk to her. I picked her up so I can drop her at airport. I said I'm tired so she can drive. And I'm just there in the passenger seat, and I'm looking at her square in her eyes, and I say, what I'm about to say, man, I ain't trying to cuss you. I really want to make this work, but I feel like I can't trust you. And look, I don't know what it is, but I got a feeling so deep in my ribs. Months ago, you was gonna have my kid, and now I feel that the solution is to let me have a look in your phone. It might sound dumb and it might sound young, but let me have a look in your phone. Don't get it twisted, I'm grown, but let me have a look in your phone. I'll see.
Man, I like how he did that. I like the fact that he acknowledged that it might sound young. I get it. I know it, but let me have a look through your phone. And it was like he had to let us know, like, I know it might sound this way, and I know that I'm grown, but again, let me have a look through your phone. You know that intuition, man? You know that female one that y'all say y'all got that intuition? Yeah, since you got it, I'm telling you right now, I'm having some suspicions myself, man. Let me have a look through the phone, man. That testosterone is starting to move, right? Yeah. When that testosterone starts to move like that, and you get to, because I've been there, man, where I'm like, hey, man, And I'm telling you from it, this is the ignorance of me. I'm telling you this is how stuff starts. I'm telling you this is how it is. I've been this way. Let me see your phone, man. You might not understand that because, like I say, you might be too good. You're good. Your life is good. You're nice. You're a good person. I get it. Everything's perfect. That's not for Unc, man. Don't think because it's Unc wisdom. No, remember that it's spelt with the dumb in it for a reason.
Have a look in your phone. It might sound dumb and it might sound young, but let me have a look in your phone. Don't get it twisted, I'm grown. But let me have a look in your phone. I'll see nothing, I'll stop bugging. We'll get to trusting, we'll build something. You'll probably be cussing like I told you there was nothing in my phone. A word of my life, I'll let that go. But let me have a look in your phone. And then she said no, and I said word? I swear you want me to take you serious. And word, that's what I'm trying to do. So you gotta respect how I'm trying to move. 5 years deep, you'll let that go. Just to not let me look in your phone. She looked back with a worried and scared face. And then she said no. And look, you see that kinda iffy. Man, I let that go so quickly. Still went to the airport just to let her off. And then I put my key right for the letterbox. Look, what was in her phone, man, I would never know. But 9 times out of 10, there was the maddest things in her phone. Now,
oh, see, he better than me, man. I like, no, seriously. I'm speaking on when I'm in the immature stage. When Unc is at that immature stage, man, see, and I know it, I'm just telling you how this is real life. I'm not speaking on things that you are just talking about to just try to make it to where as if it, no. I would have probably taken the phone. If I'm already at that point where I'm saying, oh, okay, let me look through your phone, and then the person be like, no, it's either one or two things. I'm never speaking to them again. Like, that's just either facts because maybe I'm done, right? And maybe I'm trying to, and that would probably be it for me. I'm walking off because sometimes I'll do that. I just walk off like, this isn't my toxic phase I'm speaking on. I'm not speaking on me now necessarily. But if I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm going to get that phone, I'm probably already got, I probably would have just taken the phone. Factually. You know what I'm saying? And then there would have been some big type of arguing back and forth. But I would have looked through that phone, and I'm going to know that code, man.
Let her off, and then I put my key right for the letterbox. Look, what was in her phone, man, I would never know. But 9 times out of 10, there was the maddest things in her phone. Now, I get a phone call 2 days later. She's like, hi. I'm like, what up? She's like, now you can look for my phone. I'm like, doop, doop, shut up. 3 months after, I'm in Shoreditch, and I see her cousin. And she pulls me to the side like, I want to talk to you about something. And I'm like, calm, we can step out the bar. I mean, you can go speak in the car. And she's like, I don't talk to my cousin no more, man. She takes things kind of far. And I'm like, wait there, what do you want to say to me? And she goes, shit. I don't have to say this, but I don't really want to say no dirt. But when you was with her, she was chatting to a couple man. And there was this guy from work. And when she was having this kid, she showed up to my crib car. She weren't sure, like, if it was yours or his. And I said, wait there, how do you know? She says, I'ma do it his life, I know. And I'm only telling you because I don't speak to her anymore. Now I couldn't care about the cheating, but the child shit hit me harder. When I got excited and all told my mum, and I might not have been that father, but I guess I didn't know that lady. After the miscarriage, shit got crazy. She looked back like, miscarriage, what? I said, yeah, she miscarried my baby. She said, wait there, Blaine, are you sure? I said, I saw her on the floor. We both went to the hospital, and they said that the child weren't there anymore. And she said, when this happened, around the end of Feb, I said, yeah, how you know? She said, fuck, man, these girls are dread. I said, wait, what you mean? She said, on my daughter's life, I'm talking. By the middle of February, I took her to get an abortion. See, gal, I fuck like that. Yeah, man fuck up, but man fuck ups ain't fuck like that. Are you even clocking the play? So the miscarriage and her being on the floor was all staged. And then they asked why man so bitter. A man turned into your average nigga, saying how you can't trust these women. Trust boy, man, they can't get realer. But if I learn one thing out of this whole thing, you gotta go with your gut.
Yeah, but what's now this one I don't kind of I understand the story, so I know that he had it was actually the miscarriage before, and they staged it. But I'm saying it doesn't matter. It was a miscarriage. Like, and I don't even understand why they did that play. Maybe I'm not done hearing this yet, but it's like, okay, why did you do that? Because if you're going to say fake a mixed carriage, was it before? Like, I'm confused. Like, I'm literally confused on this story, on that part, because you could just, if you're going to fake it, it doesn't matter when you do it. If you already actually had the miscarriage, is what I'm saying. I'm lost. Maybe I'm lost on that part. Let me go. Let me stop talking for a second.
After the miscarriage, shit got crazy. She looked back like miscarriage, what? I said, yeah, she miscarried my baby. She said, wait there, Blaine, are you sure? I said, I saw her on the floor. We both went to the hospital, and they said that the child weren't there anymore. And she said, when this happened, around the end of Feb, I said, yeah, how you know? She said, fuck, man, these girls are dread. I said, wait, what you mean? She said, on my daughter's life, I'm talking. But in the middle of February, I took her to get an abortion. See, gal, I fuck like that. Yeah, man fuck up, but man fuck ups ain't fuck like that.
Oh, I see.
Are you even clocking the play?
I see. Oh, so she got an abortion. But I mean, it's still, okay.
So the miscarriage and her being on the floor was all staged. And then they asked why man so bitter. A man turned into your average nigga, saying how you can't trust these women. Trust rude boy, man, they can't get realer. But if I learn one thing out of this whole thing, you gotta go with your gut. But you ain't gotta take my advice, cause I'm just Cadet, aka the slut, you feel me? Pain. Cadet, pain. Cadet, pain.
Yeah, that was super dope. It was just that last part where, in my mind, like meaning, it was definitely good. I really enjoyed this. I'm saying that just that ending part for me, it was like, okay, so she had went and got an abortion instead, and it was like, but at the end of the day, you still didn't want to. It's like meaning I can see if it was like one of those stories where it was like he was really in love with her and like. Or was he? Because it seemed like he was messing with people and stuff too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Because he seemed like he didn't care for her once he dropped her off at the airport and all that after the miscarriage, quote unquote. He didn't care. And then 3 months later, after a friend, see that I would have been iffy about whether or not the friend was telling me the truth or not. Because I'd be like, I get it. He was like, how do you know this and all that? And he was like, she was like, was it around? Because women ever do that. I know some scheming women that are probably allowing their friend and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. It still was a good story. It was a good thing. If you like this video, if you didn't like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, man. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. If Aunt was wrong, then let me know. It's okay. And subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that hype, notifications, all that good stuff. And support the channel if you want to. It'll be linked right down there. Yeah. This is Aunt Wisdom. On to the next one, man.